All right, welcome back. We are going to be on the part two. We're going to start with the 0915 turn for Heroes of the Soviet Union. This is scenario one, and this is a 21 turn scenario, so we're going to try to get 2 turns in. We started at 0900, but everything's starting to go. One thing I was told, and I see it now, is that this area right in here. So let's go ahead. We're going to zoom in on that. Here we go. So if we go over here, let's see here. There we go. I think I did an opportunity fire right here on, I think it was these guys right here. Yes, these guys right here. And if you see they're two, they're actually one movement point, and half X's do count. So these guys would actually be right there. So we're going to correct that before we move forward. So that's all taken care of. Okay, let's do a little look at the turn track real quick. Got to minimize this. So we have the 17th Guards, which is the Soviets. They're at initiative 4. The 2nd Luftwaffe is a initiative 2. We've had no step losses or anything along those lines. So no victory points on that one. Is it victory? Nope, it depends. Step losses, but not victory points. Okay, so we are on the 915 turn, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that one. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to roll for the, let's see here. Let's go ahead and roll for the Germans. I. And then, he's got a Germans. He got a 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is a 6. And then Soviets, they get a 6 plus 4. 4 equals 10. Last time I checked my maths. And so it's a 4 divided by 2. So the Soviets will get, and I'm going to take the turn track, but I'm going to move it over on the side over here. Soviets are going to get 2 activations first. So where are we going to go? So we're going to zoom out just a little bit more so we can at least get half of the math on here. Okay, let's see. Well, I feel like we need to get into this part. And remember, all movement are reduced by 1. So I think our first activation, what we're going to do is... I think we're going to go ahead and activate... We're going to activate this lieutenant, which is going to activate these guys here. So they are going to all move. So we're going to activate these guys. These guys are going to move. By the way, this is my first activation for the guards. Oops, that did not go. Okay. Oh, it's a control A? Nope. Oh, okay, finally. The computer was moving a little slow. I might have to restart after I'm done here. Okay. I'm not too worried about this guy. So if we move into, and this is where I'm going to have to pull this stuff up here. Is this what I was looking for? Yes, but it needs to be rotated, I think. No, we got to rotate this. So woods is 2 by foot blocks. So yeah, so 2. I should keep that up and just move it over to the side here also. So I've got it whenever I need it. So these guys can go. So these guys can go here. We're gonna go there, get them in the woods. So they're done activated. here. So these guys moved, so they're going to hold off. These guys cannot see because of this wood's right in here. So I think that'll be good. We're going to move these guys. These guys are going to go here for 2, and these guys are going to go here for 2. So these guys are now activated. Okay, we got our first activations done. What do we got here? So this is only a range of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so these guys are all good. They haven't been fired on. So now I got one more activation here, and I think what I'm going to do, let's pull up our artillery, offboard artillery. What do we got here? So we've got Soviets have a 10. Let's see, and for the first 4 turns, so we're gonna take this 24. These guys right here are spotted. Yeah, these guys are spotted right here. So from this guy, so we're gonna try to see if we can do some bombardment on this. So this guy is gonna go up to that. So game charts, bombardment. So it'll be on the 21 to start off with. Let's see here. They are in a town, so they're going to go down to the 12. So they're going to go down to the 12. Not dug in. No, I don't think there's going to be much more. Friendly fire. Nope. No. Contains 3 or more. Nope. Okay, so we're going to be firing on the 12. So here we go, 2 dice. And we get an 8 on the 12, which is nothing. So he fired, he's done. That's 2 activations. Now it is the German activation, and this captain's going to throw some offboard artillery on them too. So he's going to take one of his 16, and he's going to hit right here. Okay, so then we're going to look at the bombardment again. We're on the 16, so that's the 16. They are actually in the open, so that's not going to do anything. Let's see here. Friendly fire is loaded truck. I don't think that is a loaded truck. Let's see here. Nope. Just looking here. Nope, we're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire on the 16, so it's straight on the 16. 5 on the 16 is a morale check. Okay. So the morale for the guards is 8-6, but first, let's see, this guy's fired. The lieutenant is not good. He's a 7. That's not a good lieutenant at all. So I need a 7 or less. 8. So he breaks. That's not good. This thing is going slow today. He wouldn't have helped anyways. Now the other 2 are 8s. 8 or less, so we'll take top to bottom. Fine. And 11. He is demoralized. So that was quite effective on that one. So now 3rd activation here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are spotted. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've got yeah. So I think what we'll end up doing is we are going to activate these units here. So these guys are going to move, and because they can only move 1 hex. This guy's going to move. He's going to move 1 hex. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can't get any farther. This guy's going to move 1. But this guy is going to fire here he is on. It's an 8 on the 10. So we'll pull up our game charts here. So we have an 8 with a range of 10. He can do that no problem. And then, so, but a couple of differences. It is a town, so he's going to go down to a 3. But he does get a +1 because hex target is spotted by fire. He's firing, so he can spot it. So that'll bring it up to 5. Ooh. Do we really want, you know what? We're going to move. We're going to move instead. I'm not going to move. He's going to move 1. And then these guys are now activated. And the guards now have 3 activations. Now the Germans are going to activate this guy. We're just going to put him activated because this guy needs to see if he can actually undisrupt. So we're looking at, I'm trying to think here. So it's the Luftwaffe is an 8, so it goes down. It doesn't go down. You have to do less than for recovery. So he needs a 7 or less. So this guy's a 7 or less, and he gets a 4. So yes, his morale goes back. So he's back full strength. But this bottom one is demoralized, so he needs a 6 or less because it's an 8-6. He needs a 6 or less, and he gets a 10, so he will take a step loss. He will flip, and he will flee, so he's just going to go back 1. And then, so steps lost. So the Luftwaffe have lost 1 step so far. With the Soviets, not at all. So that's their second activation. Unfortunately, that does leave this guy open here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys here. They're going to activate. They're going to move. So they're just going to move. He's going to move 1. That infantry. Oh, that's activated infantry. This guy. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Nope. So these guys cannot. They can see them, but they can't do anything. And same thing with this guy here. There we go. Oops. Okay. And then, so these guys are activated now here. Now it's back to the Soviets, or the Germans. They're going to go ahead and use their second off-board artillery here. And this group right here, this lieutenant right here, I think he's going to go after that lieutenant. So he's going to fire on this one. It is 16. It's straight 16 for the bombardment because none of this mattered. None of these are there. So straight 16. We get a 5 on the 16, which is a morale check. That was what he was kind of hoping for. So morale check straight up. So the lieutenant is a 9. Gets a 9, so the lieutenant's fine. Lieutenant cannot help because he has combat, not morale. This guy is it's 8-6, so 4. He's fine, and then demoralized is a 10. He loses a step. And then, oh, I gotta take a look at that because he loses a step. So let me make sure I had the step loss here. There we go. Step loss. This will be their third activation. Okay, but now I need to look up. Oh, I forgot to pull up my rules. Let's see here. Panzer Grenadier. 4th edition rules. So, because he will morale check. 14 demoralization 14.3. I hate this because they don't have the page numbers, and it's one of the things. Okay, if fails to recover, it must flee. Okay, so it looks like, oh, it's only failed to recover. Okay, not a morale check, so it does lose this step, but does not have to flee. Oh no, cancel, or just minimize this. Minimize that as well. Okay. So that's that. So that actually helped them quite a bit. Okay. That artillery was pretty wicked. Okay. But that was a third activation. Both have done 3. So Fog of War, 4. 1, 2, 4. So we are all set. Okay. So, now back to the Soviets. Well, we're going to activate this lieutenant here with these groups here. So these guys are going to activate. So, this guy is the only guy. These guys are going to try to do. Yeah. Okay. So this guy, he's going to try to recover. He's a 7, so he needs a 6 or less. Ooh, he gets a 6. So his morale. So he recovers. Now we're looking at this guy. He's demoralized, so he needs a. Well, since you need a less than 8, -1, so he's gonna also need a 6 or less. He gets a 7, so he fails, and now he flees. This is where I do need this in here. He's demoralized. Okay, in terms of town, woods, or other enemy hex. Let's see here. It must attempt to reach the sun. If a demoralized unit is activated, good order leader's hex fails to recover and flees, the leader may, but is not required to. If the leader's no first turn it flees. What happens? He can't do a safe. Oh wait, I think he's in a safe hex because they can't reach him. They can't reach him. Yeah. Okay. So, uh, it must stop moving and remain in safe until it recovers. If the enemy moves, so they can spot a demoralized unit and hit it with anti-tank or direct fire that could hurt it. And if it okay, so we need to take a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy could. So he needs to go back here. So now they can't hit him with direct fire or anything of those sorts. Okay. Okay, so he's activated this. So he's activated through. This guy is going to move. I think. Do I want to move him closer? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and move him closer. And these guys are going to op fire. So these guys are going to op fire. Op fire. And it will be a 12. So let's get the game charts here. Direct fire. So it'll be on the 11. It won't matter if the captain leads it or not because next is a 16. Now, what about... okay. Nope. Target is 3 or more. It is 3, so it goes down to 7. But opportunity fire versus personnel. Yep, so it goes back up to 11. And that's it. So it's at on the 11 roll. We get an 8 on the 11, which is nothing. Okay. And so he is done being activated. These guys are going to move. Well, we got to move 1. And then I think we're going to move him. I'm going to say this one can't see him. So, we're going to move him in here. These guys are going to do their second op fire. So they are activated. The captain's activated as well. Okay, it's going to be the same one, so it's going to be straight on the 11. 7 on the 11 is nothing. Okay. So that was not good in that case. Okay. And then this guy's going to go 1. He's going to stay there. So he's done moving because I want to make sure I'm able to activate them as I need them. Okay, Fog of War, 10 higher, but not quite. Well, I think this guy is going to activate. He's going to fire onto this stack here. So that's bombardment. He is an 8, and there are no other targets. So it's an 8. So 8 firing. 8 on the 8 is nothing. So he is done. Okay. All right. So now he rolls 7. Nope. Not gonna worry about that. Okay. So now it's back to what do we got here? See, this demoralized unit's gonna screw everything up here. So we're gonna go ahead and activate these guys here. We'll just put them on this move. But this guy is going. This demoralized unit here is going to try to recover. So 8, 6, 7. So he needs a 6 or less. Gets a 2, so he does recover. Or gets a 3. Sorry, not a 2. If it was a 2, it'd be great. So, but his morale now goes to disrupted. But he is activated. So what I think we're going to do here, we're going to move this guy here. Oh, hold on. One at a time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 2, 3, 4. And then what are we looking at here? This guy's going to go here. That's going to activate. We're going to fire this guy. Yep. Oh, it's op fire anyways. Fire, because he's going to get 2 shots on the 8 anti-tank direct fire. It's going to be +1, -1. +1 for being 3 or more hexes out, but that's -1, +1 for the opportunity fire versus ob. So he is going to be firing on the 7, and rolls a 7 on the 7 is nothing. Okay, so he's activated. I'm not moving them their full movement yet because I want to get this guy back up into the fight here. And I got a little turn. This guy is now going to fire his second. And again, it'd be on the 7. 8 on the 7, I'm pretty sure is nothing. Yeah, 8 on the 7 is nothing. So this guy is now activated as well, which is good. So yes, what are we looking at now? So now it's the fog of war, 8. Nope. So now we're back to the Germans, and I think what we're going to do is we are going to take these units here, and they're going to fire on these guys. So activation, fire. Unfortunately, it's a 10, which would be on the 7. Let's see here, 7, and we're looking at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be down to the 4 because it's not an op fire. So 4, firing on the 4, and 11 on the 4 is an M1. That is not good. Okay, so these guys are 8 6s. So they are now 7 5s, technically 7s. So they need a 7 or less because of the M1. 12. He will be demoralized straight off the bat. And this other one is a 6. He is fine. So this guy's demoralized. So that was actually a pretty effective attack fire. Okay. Fog of War, 13. Ooh, getting close to the end of turn. Soviets turn again. I guess the only one of the ones. Let's go ahead. We're going to activate this guy here. Going to try to recover. Activate. So we're going to try to recover this guy. He is a 6 now because of the step loss. So that's a 5. 5 or less. 8. He's already demoralized, so he is gone. So we will do everything. I like the way sent to the graveyard. So if we pull up the graveyard here, yep. Oh, let's get his activation off here. So that's 2 steps that the Soviets have lost. And now these guys can move. So they can move 2. So we're going to go 1. And we're going to go 2. This guy is going to op fire. So that'll be 4. It shouldn't be too bad because it's going to go... Yeah, it's going to be just on the 4. 8 on the 4 is nothing. Okay. So these guys are now activated. Okay, so we lost a unit there. That was not good. But figured that, I mean, the Germans are totally outnumbered, but that doesn't mean much of anything. And I've only got one more activation for this one. Fog of War, 9. Okay. So now, last German activate. Oh, no, I've got some. You know what? I should have used it. Oh, man. Okay, anyways. Offboard artillery. Do I have a good stack? Yes, I do. I'm going to throw this 18 right here. Game charts. Bombardment. It's going to be on the 16. He is in woods. I don't think that does anything. Nope. Nope. So it's going to be on the 16. So straight on the 16. 7, which is nothing. Fire. Dang it. Okay. 11. So now it's the German activation again. I think they've used up all their... Yeah, they've used up all their off-board. Okay. So he is going to actually pass. And then the Soviets... Soviets are going to take two, there are other two, so we're going to fire these last two on that hex right there. And then game board, game charts. Oh, game charts. Bombardment. That is going to be on the 16. Yeah, nothing. So it's going to be straight on 16. An 8 on the 16 is nothing. Dang it. Come on. Fire. Fire. 12. Okay. The Germans are back again. They're going to pass. Oh, I did not even realize this 88. They're not going to pass. They're going to bombard because this has got a range of 15. This 88. He's going to go after this stack right here. So this guy's going to activate for a fire. That's got a range of 12 on the 15 column. Ooh. Or not a range of 12, a range of 15 on the 12. That's what it is. So we've got 12 here. And honestly, there is no length on this one. But it is spotted by the firing unit. So that's going to bump it up to 16. So we're going to fire on the 16. 10 on the 16 is an M1. All right. Okay. Oh, they are all not good. These were all three wagons. I need to take a look at that. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look. Let's see here. Wagon. Okay. Yeah, I know what it is. It may freely enter an exit hex containing and unarmed trucks or animals, such as such enemy transports are eliminated if moving unit is in combat. Is a combat unit. Unarmed transports can they have no effect on each other. Okay, each direct bombardment fire attack affects the entire. An X result is this one. Okay. Oh, that's not good. We'll go through it. They're basically one-step units. Oops. So M1, 12. So demoralized. M1 disrupted, and this one is a 6. If I'm doing this wrong, please let me know. I didn't realize that one. So okay. Oh, now fog of war 11. Nope. Okay, so now I thought these had units attached to them. These do. This one doesn't. Those are just spare wagons. Okay. So these guys are going to activate. Going to try to recover this one. Oh, yep. And goes all the way because he's because when you recover and you get double zero or double ones, this one is an 8, stays disrupted. Okay. Activated. He's gonna stay. So then this guy, these guys are gonna move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Can't see that. We can't reach them. These guys are gonna go here. That way they're all online still. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Activated. Okay, so all my Soviets have been activated. Fog of War. 7. Nope. And then the Germans really don't want to move around too much, but I think what I'll do is I'll take these guys here. We're going to start skipping around here. So they're going to activate. They're going to move here. Quite a bit over here. These guys. I've already got one activated, so I don't want to move them too much. Okay. So, yep, that's it. So that's the end of turn. Oh, man, this is a long one. So this is 35 minutes for just this one turn. So I think we're going to cut it here for the time. So let's go ahead. We're going to clear markers. Things are going interestingly. So we'll take this and we'll go here. Start at 9:30. There's been 2-step losses for the Soviets, which isn't too bad with the amount of stuff, but we have quite a few demoralized units here that could cause a problem. And yeah. Well, the thing is, the nice is the initiative is every 6 steps for this one, so we'll see how that works out. But we are going to start the 9:30 turn here. Let's do a quick out here. Eventually, I'll move this truck, but it just depends on where I'm going to move it to. Not that worried about it. Does not help with anything. Doesn't count towards step losses. But the Soviets are eking their way in. Remember, it's snow, so think of all this marmalade colored as snow. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.